Woman, I got a feeling.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Crystal. In today's video, I want to give my opinion on the whole the backlash that W Magazine in Korea is facing with the whole Love Your W fundraising event that took place a few days ago. So in case you don't know, W Magazine held it's like their yearly fundraising event, and it's called Love Your W.
광주에서 아는 형, 광주에서 아는 형. 저녁 얘기하자.
And like lots of celebrities are invited, like the who's of Korea is there. Like singers and like idols, actresses. I saw dancers, MCs, like models.
네, 안녕하십니까.
광주에서 아는 형, 광주에서 아는 형. 저녁 얘기하자. Woman, I got a feeling.
The main premise is to act as a fundraiser, but also create awareness for breast cancer. A lot of people watched the fundraising event and were basically like, this isn't giving very much fundraising. And so quite a lot of celebrities' names were being dragged through the mud. People were saying that, like, you know, they were very insensitive, very tone deaf. I've seen some people as well, like some fan bases, like going back and forth, like, you know, my fave isn't to blame because my fave left early. Your fave did this, your fave was seen drinking, your fave was seen flirting with multiple girls. It was just a mess. But obviously I've been here, like, keeping track of the tea.
Korean celebrity breast cancer awareness thing just keeps getting worse. One of the sponsors was Dyson, which promoted its hair dryer with the hashtag breast cancer awareness promotion campaign. Hair, if you don't know what's wrong with this, please. The World Health Organization says that for cancer prevention, the best thing to do is not have any alcohol at all. Here is the internally distributed schedule for the event, and 4 times in part 1 of the event, it says staff members are not allowed. This is the event schedule that was distributed to managers and management companies of celebrities. The reason why this is a problem is because in part 1 of the event, it says 4 times very clearly, staff will not be allowed at the event. The reason why it's a problem is because a lot of these staff members are saying that the reason why they let their celebrities do stupid challenges that had nothing to do with breast cancer awareness is because they didn't know it was going to happen. Well, they knew that they weren't going to be allowed in. So perhaps if they knew that this was going to be about breast cancer awareness, they could have told the celebrities, hey, maybe for your reputation, don't partake in stupid things. One additional thing to note is part 2, the party. It's optional attendance. So this idea that the celebrities were forced to go there, they wanted to go. I'm seeing a lot of posts saying, oh, Koreans might not do the pink thing. As this is an event from Estee Lauder, written in Korean breast cancer awareness, I'm seeing pink all over. $700,000 only raised in 20 years based on this campaign. For reference, the Pink Party back in May of this year, the United States, a similar cause, Pink Party, raised $10 million just this year. And the cherry on top to showcase how much they care about breast cancer brand awareness, Park Bo-young last year at the same event was not allowed to be on the photo wall because she didn't wear the stockings that she was supposed to wear based on the brand sponsorships. I don't make much, but all the money that I'm making from related videos on this topic, I'll be donating directly to the BCRF or Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Just letting you guys know.
Critiques that people have had about this event is that, so I wrote this down, so obviously people were upset that like the guests were not on theme, like quite a lot of the celebrities came in black and white. I think like I think the official like color for breast cancer charities is a pink ribbon. I think somebody did say that Bjorn Wusok was like came on theme, but I think when I went in the picture he was wearing like a pink flower, which could be intentional, but also it could have been like a styling choice, I don't know. Another criticism that I saw for the event was that like there was no like invites or like no focus for breast cancer survivors or like professionals in the field like doctors or even like philanthropists or like advocates for the charity. Like it was very celebrity focused, celebrity heavy. There were criticisms for Jay Park and All Day Project who performed. There was criticisms for a lot of the Korean celebrities were seen drinking alcohol. They were basically asking like just random questions to these celebrities. They were saying like, oh, you know, give us a memory of you 20 years. Because obviously like this gala has been going on for 20 years. So I think the main thing was 20. Like I think they asked Karina from Espa to do a TikTok dance challenge. Like nothing was very like these celebrities weren't really asked about their thoughts on breast cancer or like, you know, when seen like advocating for breast cancer is literally just like an informal like event, which I get why some people were annoyed. So another critique that I saw originally was put that Love Your W raised 1.1 Korean won, so 1.1 billion Korean won, and so which is in pounds is 630,000 pounds, in dollars is around like $800,000. So obviously I was like, oh, like I mean like that's not too bad. Come to find out in the 20 years like that they've been doing this event, that's how much they've raised. Like it's not like the year, that's in across the span of how long they've been doing this, which is 20 years. That's how much they've raised. And obviously people's critique was also that if you count like all the sponsors and like, because quite a lot of these celebrities were, you know, dress head to toe in designer gear, like if you count per head of like what everybody was wearing, like that would have overseeded the like how much that they've raised. So people were thinking like, oh, these celebrities are very tone deaf and out of touch. In my opinion, I feel like W Magazine is more to blame for this. Like the celebrities, like it's easy to blame them because they're the face of it. W Magazine curated the tone from like the red carpet to the alcohol, the visuals, like the performances, everything like that. When you think of like, when you look at even the social media aspect, like when you look at like, I think the TikTok and also I was like scrolling on Twitter, quite a lot of the videos seem almost like clout chasing vibes. And there's this like really awkward video of like Neng from Espa, and obviously she's been videoed at this event and she's like, I'm trying to dance here, but like what is going on? And so I feel like it's on W Magazine to have curated the tone. I feel like W Magazine should have decorated the event more like with pink, and they should have like requested the teams on every invite literally put the dress code as pink, like you need to come in pink. In the videos of them asking celebrities these questions, they sort of asked like, hey, like give your thoughts on like why this fundraiser is important. Like, you know, do you have friends and family who have suffered from breast cancer? Like tell us about your story. Or like even like had the survivors come in and like and you know what, who's to say that like survivors weren't invited, but that's on W Magazine Korea for not like showcasing that. That was the most important. They should have had or shown footage of like the survivors on stage or something like that, or like advocates on stage, you know, giving a speech or whatever. It was mainly their social media was literally filled to the brim of like the BTS boys, like literally like no hate, like obviously I love BTS, like but it was literally like constant videos of V, RM, J-Hope, and I was like, what is this, like who is this for?
This will not be type of video. Get out! Get out! Get out!
My opinion on like the whole J-Park and also All Day project critique, like for J-Park, he's apologized for, I think he apologized on Instagram for his performance. I think obviously he was being like dragged like all over social media because he performed Momme, which is one of his, like, it's not really my favorite song of his, but like every time like I think it's like a big song, like it's very popular in Korea, and obviously like the lyrics aren't really the best, like they're very degrading, and so once again it was W Magazine, like they should have asked to see his set list, and they should have said like or come to the rehearsals and watch him rehearse. I think like in his apology he talks about the fact that he was injured, like on stage you can see him carrying crutches, and so like he was basically saying that like, you know, I was injured, like almost like coping pleas because of his injury. Fuck you, bitch! And he also made sure to let everyone know that he was doing it for free, which I'm guessing like it's a charity event. Like I'd be very, very appalled if he was paid to come in and do this. Like I'm sure that's the charity aspect of like why he was there. But anyway, hey ho. All Day Project as well, they got critiqued because during their performance there was like a woman like with her ass cheeks out, something like that, and obviously that was crazy. That one of their songs is like photo shoot, so I think it was like different photo shoots, but I was like, that's such a terrible picture to put up. I know that like Eilert performed, and one here from Eilert, people like praised her because she did like actually address like what was important about the fundraiser.
네, 여러분 작은 신호도 놓치지 않고 모두들 먼저 검진으로 시작하세요.
And like obviously that was very important. It was great to see that like, hey, at least somebody understands why they're here. All Day Project, and also like especially J-Park, and I feel like they were the perfect people to perform. Like no shade, but you know, I would have liked to see like more like woman empowerment, like sort of like Hwasa would have been perfect. I think she was even in attendance, but like I was like, give the girl a mic and tell her to get up on stage. Like why Hwasa wasn't performing was crazy. I feel like Jessie as well would have been a perfect like addition to like someone to perform, like, you know. And I think like probably someone might watch this and be like, oh well, there were some male celebrities as well who were a part of the event, so obviously they were, you know, they are coming as like allies to obviously breast cancer, which is fine. But I feel like, you know, I think obviously J-Park isn't really the poster person for like, I think that he has quite a lot of female fans, but like you'd want like, if you did want a man to perform, like it'd be someone who's like, who has like a safe space, or like provides a safe space for women. But once again, like W Korea picked the wrong people to perform. Another opinion that I do have is obviously people saying that it was too glammy. I feel like the Met Gala, for example, something that people look forward to every year in the West, like people like your Zendayas, your Rihannas, Beyonce has even attended the Met Gala before, Kim Kardashian and the whole Kardashian clan, and so many others, like the who's who, like will literally come like to the Met Gala and like show off their gowns, and they work with designers as well. Like, you know, Chanel has styled multiple people, Oscar de la Renta, and people don't really complain or call that out of touch. But I feel like with the Met Gala, I think like someone did like a comparison. I feel like they said that like the Met Gala raises, I think, like 35 million like a year. Like they raise quite a lot of money, and I feel like that's one thing about like sponsorships. Like if you are gonna have a sponsorship, like I don't see an issue with in the W Magazine event. I don't see the issue with them wearing designer gear. I feel like if they're ambassadors for these like designer brands, they should do, and who's to know that like these brands didn't donate on behalf of them. But it's like, I feel like it's more like when it comes to the Met Gala, one thing I will say is that with the Met Gala, it ends at the red carpet. Like you watch the red carpet, it's all like great, and then nothing, you don't really see anything behind closed doors, unless like these celebrities like take pictures on the Instagram story or whatever. A lot of the times like you don't really see what happens behind closed doors. So I'm pretty sure that in the Met Gala, like people drink and they do like have a great time, and they do eat and stuff like that, and you know, drinking very expensive champagne.
네, 안녕하십니까.
And I feel like that's the difference between the Met Gala and what W Magazine did. I feel like W Magazine should have left it at the red carpet event and should have shown what the celebrities were wearing on the red carpet and we should have left it as that. I don't feel like they should have posted all over social media. And while I do understand that people feel like charity shouldn't be exclusive, so like when you have an event like that, that's like luxury and everything like that, you understand why people feel like it's a bit out of touch, a bit tone deaf. As long as you're given and the thought is there, I don't really see like the issue with how people choose to be charitable. If you want to give a one-time donation, that's, you know, an act of being charitable. If you want to actually do the work and say, hey guys, like I want to do a sponsored run or walk, because I've seen people saying that, like people said that like this should have been, like a lot of these Korean celebrities should have done a run or a sponsored walk instead, which, like, you know, is neither here nor there. For me, the question isn't like whether it looked like a party, but whether, you know, the people in attendance like understood the cause. And I feel like that's where W Magazine should have like acted more. They should have you know, put the dress code in the invitation. They should have reached out to the management or like the PR team or the entertainment companies who were inviting these celebrities, and should have, like, you know, told them to do a little bit of research. I've also seen like people like talking about like sponsorships. I know that W Korea was, I think in their videos as well, like they were showing like the champagne, which was Moet. And I think that like, I'm pretty sure that Moet was like, would be a sponsor. I know that like Dyson, people think that Dyson was a sponsor because there was a lot of Dyson hair dryers shown. And I do feel like when it comes to brands, like I know that people like to give anonymously, like we've heard of like celebrities giving to charities and they give out money anonymously. But I feel like when it comes to brands, like the perfect way of marketing is to like show that like your brand is, you know, charitable and, you know, and is linked or has given to certain charities. And because it's like, it makes people like want to buy from your brand because it shows that like you support a cause. There's nothing wrong with collaborating with sponsors. Obviously that's to increase the donations. I'm pretty sure that with the Korean celebrities that were turning up in designer, it's not because they had this designer in their closet. I'm pretty sure that like they were sponsored by a lot of these fashion houses to like wear their clothing and to show up at this event. Kind of like the Met Gala, like when celebrities come to the Met Gala, it's you know, when they're wearing Chanel, it's not because they have some Chanel or some Oscar de la Renta just chilling about the closet. I think like it's, you see like the collaboration, like that these artisans or like the fashion houses are creating dresses, custom gowns with the theme. Like, in my opinion, I don't feel like people had bad intentions, but I feel like you know, good intentions mean nothing if there isn't any sort of mindfulness attached to it. So yeah, let me know like what you guys think. I don't just want to say like comments, and subscribe. I want to like give you guys something to comment. So like my question of the video is like, I wrote it down. I said like, the question is, should charity events look humble and be taken seriously, or can luxury and awareness coexist? So yeah, like let me know what your thoughts are like in the comments below. If you reached this part of the video, I'd like to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.